Cigna Global alternative. So I have used this insurance for actually almost a decade now, which is crazy. And I have made claims. I have chatted with their support for a whole bunch. I've traveled the whole world on this insurance. So I think I have quite a bit of an experience to tell you how it works. And actually, I'm just going to tell you the specific things you need to understand to make a decision whether this is a good fit for you. And I actually, by the way, negotiated with them to get a special discount for you. So check out the links in the description. So this is called SafetyWings or SafetyWing. And what I really like about this is that basically it's super simple. It's one of the best choices out there in general in terms of like the price, but also I just love the simplicity, how easy they make it. By the way, I created a blueprint for the best business model out there, so check the description. So basically you just pay one fee. As you can see here, this is the fee currently. It does fluctuate from time to time, and as I said, I will try to provide some discounts as well. And this is a price for 4 weeks. And by the way, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to just pay this fee for the 4 weeks. If you want, you can select specific dates. If let's say you're just going somewhere for 2 weeks, you can do that as well. Or if, for example, you want to do 6 weeks, whatever you want. Sometimes I adjust if I go back to Europe where I have automatic insurance, but usually I just have the 4 weeks and I have it recurring. So I just attach my bank card and recurringly every month it's just going to take off this fee, and I don't really need to think about anything. I'm sure I'm not going to forget to extend my insurance or anything like that. And as you can see, it's different for different age groups as well. By the way, I have created a document of 50 best growth hacks used by the biggest marketers out there. Check the link below. And now the thing that you need to understand, the most important thing is what exactly it covers. So let me go to that part first. So basically, the main thing that this insurance covers is it covers if you get sick or you get injured while being abroad. And this is, hospital stays, nursing care, ambulance, all of those kind of things, diagnosis like MRIs. I actually got some MRIs and I'll tell you about that later. Prescriptions, emergency dental, things like that. And the important thing to understand here is this is covered up to $250,000, and I'll show you how you can get a higher coverage as well if that's what you want. But in general, this is, I would say, again, it kind of depends, and hopefully you never, are in a situation where you need more, but $250,000 should cover most of this stuff, unless maybe if you're in United States, that might be a little bit different. And then they have a couple of different additional things, such as evacuation, lost luggage, injuries during sports and activities. However, you need to buy, if you're going to do certain sports, you will need to buy that as an add-on. So just keep that in mind. And another thing as well, so I'm not going to go through all of these things, you can kind of see because these are pretty basic sort of things. But one thing I will mention here is that there's no theft or things like that that's included in the insurance. So if something gets stolen, you need to purchase that as a separate add-on. It doesn't come with insurance as it might do with perhaps insurance that you use at your home. So this is the price calculator, and basically, as you can see, age under 10, 10 to 39, 40 to 49, the price increases. But basically here, let's say 10 to 39. And as you can see, if we select United States, then the coverage goes quite a bit up, which obviously makes sense. If we're selecting what I mentioned before, adventure sports, that's going to add on an electronics theft. Again, you need to pay extra if you want to get insurance for that. And as you can see as well, you can pay for just specific dates. So what they also have, if you go to products, you will see they have this nomad insurance. So this is what I just talked about, but they also have this nomad health. And Nomad Health is basically the next level, more advanced. And as you can see, the price tag here is quite a bit higher. And what this does is, well, basically, first of all, when it comes to the overall limit, this is what I mentioned, is this covers up to $1.5 million overall in total. And that includes a bunch of additional things that the previous insurance didn't have. So as you can see here, for example, charges during hospital stay, but this is actually covered in the first insurance as well. The only thing is here you have a larger amount. If you really are going to end up staying in a hospital for a long time, that can actually add up to quite a bit of money, especially if you're having other procedures on top of that. But what this is a little bit different is that, for example, for specific things like wellness therapies, this is something that, you wouldn't really expect an insurance to cover, but they actually cover this, and you just need to pay 10% costs. Mental health care, so things like that, again, you just pay 10%, which is pretty insane that they cover these kind of things. They do physical therapy, they do maternity care, checkups, and vaccines. So they provide a few additional things, and you can even get this premium boost add-on for $75. But what they're going to do as well is they're going to add routine dental care, vision care. So basically you can go and get this done wherever you are traveling, which is really nice. For this price, it's really not that much. Oh, and one thing I have to mention is that it does not cover pre-existing conditions. I'll tell you later about the claim, but I had a claim where the doctor wrote that I have pre-existing condition, and at first they actually didn't want to reimburse me, but later on I explained to them that, okay, yes, I have this pre-existing condition, but actually I had an infection, and the infection was causing me to go to the hospital for the visit and to stay in the hospital, and then they reimbursed me very easily. So just to show you, because I started talking about claims, it's really simple process, because this is one of those things where you hear sometimes that it's really painful to actually make a claim and get your money back. And I think this is where most people have concern, and this is where I had some concerns as well. And honestly, when it comes to small things, if it's up to a couple $100, I never really claim that, so I can't speak about that. But I claimed some hospital bills that were maybe around like $500 ish, and it's really simple. As you can see here, we basically just add a couple of basic informations, where things happen, what's the claim amount, and I'm not going to open all of my claims, but basically you just need to include some personal information. You just write like a short description of what exactly happened, and then you just attach a picture of the bill basically, and the hospital saying that, okay, this is what was happened. You just submit the review, and that's it, and you get in a couple of days you'll get your response if they need any additional information. If not, they will just transfer the money to you. By the way, creating the whole profile here is super simple as well. You just put in your name, I think you just need to add your passport. It's very simple sign up process, the whole thing. And buying insurance as well, as I said, you just have a couple of steps to put in basically, okay, who's the beneficiary, and kind of select, okay, what countries am I going to go to? So for example, I'm about to go to Hungary, so I'll add Hungary, and then I'm going to Georgia as well, and then I'm going to China, and then I'm going to Thailand. So I'll just add all of these countries because that's where I'm going within the next month. And if I want to, I can add any additional countries as I go to. You can actually just message their chat. And this is one of the things what I really like about Nomad Insurance, the SafetyWing insurance, is that their live chat is really good. It's really quick, and they always provided exactly the information that I need, and they were very just easy to use. So definitely big plus, at least for me, that when you need something and it's kind of urgent sometimes, that they respond very quick. And yeah, super easy to extend it, to change. You can actually just, in the chat again, you can actually just message them if you don't know how to do it, and you can just tell them, hey, I just want to add this country to my policy, or where can I find my policy, because maybe you need it for a visa, or perhaps you want to let's say have an end date on a specific date. You can just ask them, and they're going to do all of that for you. You don't even need to do it, even though it's actually pretty simple to do all of those things. So I would say just keep in mind that there's a certain limit, and there are a couple of things such as theft of electronics that you need to buy as an add-on that's not included. But other than that, I absolutely love this insurance. I've been using it for years, and I do recommend it. It's super simple, very straightforward. Literally takes 2 minutes to sign up, and as I said, I'll leave a discount for you to sign up.